This can't keep happening in 2026.
LeBron the putback. Strong man.
My goodness, man. To be doing this.
And things got heated between the Cavs and the Pistons.
Floats it in, and the foul. Oh, man. James Harden taking exception. Game 1, already fireworks.
So we gotta start in OKC, where the defending champs hosted the Lakers led by the oldest guy in the league. But he sure didn't look like one early in the game.
James initiates from the top at Hartenstein, and one. So LeBron begins the series aggressively to the basket. Here comes James back the other way. Getting busy right away. Missed that. Ayton keeping it alive. And the Lakers score
On the switch there by Austin Reeves, guarding the taller.
James jacks a three.
LeBron didn't waste time at all, attacking and being aggressive for a 7-0 blitz by LA. At this point, Lakers fans must have been like, that's it, stop the game, we've seen enough, knowing that this is just temporary. But the visitors kept surprising us with solid defense on the other end, focusing solely on Shai to try and limit his production as much as possible. Their strategy was clear, force the ball out of his hands and live with the results.
Shai sees LeBron, draws three Laker jerseys, and that patented shovel from Hartenstein.
Shoot with the best of them.
Smart, getting that initial guard, that double's coming often. Shai is directing from the other side, says swing, swing for a jet three. Holden knocks it down.
The Lakers were double and even triple teaming Shai, leading to some wide open shots for the others, and they were cashing in early. But as long as the defense is persistent, you're in good shape, and the stops are going to come eventually.
SGA right around him. The ball swings. Holmgren's been hot. Pitch to the corner one more time outside. Dort comfortably. And Gilgeous-Alexander the rebound. Hachimura hounding. Casey Wallace unlocked it to let SGA go. Again trying to draw contact. Hit ahead to James.
Papa James dunks in transition off of another turnover by SGA, and the Lakers are still in front. He bursted out of the gate, scoring 12 points already. And even when Bron had to sit down for a breather, they didn't let anything easy for the MVP, as he had to work hard for each and every bucket.
Well, he's more the facilitator, LeBron. Nice shot there, fadeaway by SGA. Looking at Smart.
SGA right around Smart. Sees three. Put it in anyway. And one.
That was great defense, just a bit better offense by Alexander. And the Thunder got up by 5 points after one. The story of the second period were Chet Holmgren and Austin Reeves, one for positive impact and the other for negative. You can see from these clips which is which.
And let Casey Wallace's hands get in there. Transition. Nothing going. Lakers doing a nice job of getting back quickly. Holmgren, a three. Big to big triple. He's outperformed his postseason. The block by Holmgren on Ayton. The push ahead. Hartenstein. Holmgren! Look at the quickness to them. Holmgren inside. They lost him.
Chet Holmgren took over the game on both ends of the court, scoring 18 of his 24 points to go along with 2 blocks and 7 rebounds in the first half, putting his team up by double digits. Reeves, on the other hand, was non-existent, shooting an awful 1 of 7 from the field while committing 3 turnovers before the break. Meanwhile, the Lakers took another blow by seeing Vanderbilt go down with an injury.
James Williams stops it as Vanderbilt is in a great deal of discomfort.
He's holding his hand or a finger.
We didn't see exactly what his finger looked like, but judging by the reaction of the Thunder bench, it sure wasn't pretty. Vando is known as a tough guy, so he must have been in a lot of pain. Anyway, with LeBron back in the game, the Lakers went on a little run.
Best to take care of the ball in the league, and it turns into a Kennard three to tighten this to a 9-point game.
Instant offense. There's a steal.
James read it, got it, threw it down.
And another SGA turnover.
Lakers down 7. Smart the lob to James inside on Caruso, up quick for 2.
Wow, another 7-0 run ignited by James, and the Lakers are back within 5 points. I was genuinely curious to see how long they can stay in this game. So at the start of the third, I was pretty sure that this was the beginning of the end for LA.
Playing in a reserve role here. The Laker team already missing Luka Doncic, and inbounds Ayton, 2 tries for him. A third is denied, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has it for Oklahoma City.
Rim protection.
SGA gets in the paint, leaves it for Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren continued with a strong performance on both ends, blocking Ayton and then finishing the alley-oop dunk from Shai. Regardless, down by 12, the visitors weren't planning on giving up yet.
Side one more time, 3 converge, and James is free, moves it to Hachimura. 4-3. That cut SGA. Pass inside, maybe one too many.
Gotta shoot that if you're SGA.
Smart. Hayes with a punch. And the 5th SGA turnover. Hayes leaves, LeBron pitches out of the corner. Hachimura got them all. A 3.
Rui Hachimura has been on an absolute tear from downtown in these playoffs, shooting a blistering 57% on 10 attempts per game. And suddenly we have a 4-point game. Let's go. However, we all know that the Thunder can flip the switch at any given moment.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Outstretched arms, too much for the MVP.
By LeBron.
Zone time here. Dort hits the 3. So Smart, that primary defense you just showed us, Rich.
Has just been all over LeBron here. Turnover, live ball, off to the races.
To the basket. Timeout, LA.
OKC responds with a 7-0 run of their own to regain the double-digit lead. But even then, the guy that's been here since 2003 didn't stop fighting.
James coaching LeBron. Who gets inside off the window. 4-2. Clock at 4. Gotta go on Caruso. Turn and toss. 2.
Doesn't get old.
Trying to go at Mitchell. Will fade. James the rebound with one arm. First rebound of the game. LeBron the putback for 2.
My goodness, even with 4 guys surrounding him, James gets the putback layup to go and then starts barking. He's an animal. LeBron had 27 points and 6 assists on 70% efficiency. That's crazy. But this can't keep happening in the year 2026. I mean, he's playing great, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that his teammates should be ashamed that he's still out hustling and outworking everybody. With him on the floor, LA was a totally equal opponent. But at 41 years of age, it's ludicrous to expect him to carry your team against the reigning champs. So,
the blanket of gold going after Gilgeous-Alexander. And what happens behind it? Mitchell hit a 3 and he got fouled. 3 consecutive playoff games by 25 or more. Mitchell. He has scored the last 6. Pocket pass for Ayton's broken up. It's Caruso, Smart chasing. Not gonna get there. Timeout, Lakers.
Alex Caruso pumps up the crowd to the max by hitting the ball off of his head after the dunk. And while being knocked down, Jared McCain decided to finish off the Lakers.
McCain, love his shot. Love his shot. McCain, Mitchell, right back McCain, do it again. Oh yeah!
This is why the Thunder are so dangerous. They have 10 guys strong that won't let you breathe for a moment. Despite SGA having a subpar game of 18 points and 7 turnovers, guys like Mitchell and McCain stepped up, combining for 30 in this one. OKC's lead kept growing to a game high of 21 points at the end, finally putting away the Lakers. On the other hand, AR, Smart, and Kennard combined for only 27 points on a miserable 22% from the field. Yeah, they're gonna need Luka and a whole lot more out of everybody if they want to win a game or two. Moving on to Detroit now, where the Pistons had everything they needed against the Cavs last night.
Allen nearly lost it, he did. Taken away by Robinson. Numbers with Harris running. Lob it towards him. Harris, the adjustment and finish. Had a couple of really big moments in that third quarter in Game 7. Jenkins comes away with a rip. Beating Merrill to the basket. Jenkins flying in. Cunningham's back on the floor. And Cunningham is butter from the outside.
Cade and the Pistons jumped to an 18-point lead in the first quarter already by turning defense into offense, forcing 6 turnovers by the Cavs in the period. And once they grabbed the lead, Detroit made sure to control the pace of the game.
Thompson, the athleticism. Asar. Duran loses it, scooped up by Ellis. Got to show off the speed to the rim. Oh! Thompson, the human eraser.
Jeez, Asar comes up with a couple of spectacular plays on both ends of the court. His athleticism is off the charts. Even his brother Aman was amazed in the stands. The Pistons led by 13 points heading into the locker rooms, and forcing turnovers continued to be a strong factor till that moment. However, while being down by 12 points in the third, the Cavs suddenly got a huge boost from Max Strus.
Cross, drive, kick, Strus on the attack. and finish. 18 now for Cade. Schroeder sneaks through. Struce corner. Three ball goes. Can't hit the three. Leak out from Struce. 4 seconds left. Struce goes airborne. The Struce is loose in Detroit.
Struce ignited the comeback for Cleveland by scoring 10 of his 19 points off the bench, cutting the deficit to only 4 points. But the Pistons have a wide guy that can shoot the ball as well. Enter Duncan Robinson.
The drive, the float, the rare two from Duncan Robinson. As Duran swallows up another offensive rebound, he's got 9 boards, and Robinson's hands a three. Cunningham looking to push this back to double digits. Robinson with 17 points. Into the paint, floats it up, floats it in, and the foul.
Oh, man. James Harden taking exception.
Game 1, already fireworks.
Duncan converts the and one screaming in Harden's face, which he didn't like at all, so the shove was totally expected. And speaking of Harden, he was a complete no-show till that point of the game, scoring only 9 points on a horrific 22% shooting with 6 turnovers. That is bad, but he did redeem himself when it mattered the most, jump-starting a crucial run for Cleveland.
And he gets the roll. Winner of Game 1, best of 7, wins the series 75% of the time, and Harden is trying to will his team to that victory. Harden for the tie, and he's fouled on the outside by Thompson.
Maybe it wasn't pretty, but he got the game tied, going on a personal 9-0 run in a span of 2 minutes. But on the next trip down the lane, Jalen Duran showed up ready to stop him in his tracks.
Cunningham in the paint. What a pass to Duran. Cade Cunningham's domain. Shovel, Duran!
Mobley got a pretty good look from that.
What a dime! Jalen Duran!
Duran responded with a series of dunks to bump the Pistons' lead back to 6, and the back and forth continued.
Hard in the float game. Cunningham attacks. Cunningham floats and scores.
Cade made it a 7-point game, and they played great defense on the other end, denying both Mitchell and Mobley. On the contrary, Tobias Harris blew past Harden like he was a cone.
Harris gonna go to work. Cross and floats it home.
And as much as the beard got them back to contention, he was the one that messed up at the end with another turnover, his 7th of the game. So Tobias used the opportunity to put the Pistons up by 9 from the free throw line with his 20th point of the night. This proved to be just enough for Detroit to secure Game 1 victory despite a very bad shooting night from their leader Cunningham. And speaking of that, Wembanyama had a horrible Game 1 offensively, so he made sure to compensate for that on the defensive end, blocking a historic 12 shots against the Wolves. The matchup of him against Ant made everybody stunned, and you gotta check it out if you haven't. So click right here and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out.